See, Florin says 7:30. I thought that's a bit late to pick us up, but I didn't argue with it. So what they did, every male slave was routinely castrated. So that whole thing about harems guarded by eunuchs, what it really is they didn't just castrate the guys guarding the harems. It just basically means a harem guarded by a male slave. All the men were castrated, and the only reproduction that occurred was when a pretty woman was used as a concubine by an owner. And so you don't really have a very big black population in those Arab areas because they weren't allowed to have families. And no matter how barbaric the European slave trade in the west of Africa, at least they were allowed to have children, and the black people have flourished all over America, South America, the Caribbean and Europe.
Guys, one more thing.
Yeah.
If we could, let's say
Try to be funnier.
Huh? Yeah.
We were actually just whipping ourselves up into our funniness by discussing the slave trade in Africa.
No, the idea is to put an end at about 10 and 10 minutes, something like that, around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Not go further, more than 10 and 10:30.
You want to show?
Maybe make the, shorten the break.
And say, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have an interval now, but as soon as you've had a cigarette and back in the bar, we'll stop. So they know we're stopping just long enough to have a pee, cigarette.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, see, why does the gold all happen when the camera's off? It's fucking gold, that was. That's gold.
Oh, dear. This is how fake show business is. I'm going to do a joke about coffee. There's fucking water in there.
Oh, hey, he's a professional.
That's how jokey
He's a professional. You don't want to get too alert on stage.
Is this... Oh, coffee's so hot in this country.
I forgot to say to you, please come and sit at the front seats, the front row. It's your scarf. No, the guys left his scarf. The mafia boss has gone. We humans, we think we're the most advanced species on the planet. We got into space first, yeah? But no, we didn't really, did we? Who really got into space first? It was a dog, wasn't it? Second species into space, a monkey. Everyone seems to have iPhones here. iPhones, of course, are the new mirror. I found this out when I was performing at massively
They have to go out there, back to storm the fucking trench on foreign soil. So, not so much nervous, as a little bit tired today. Actual gigs are people from all over the world, or especially expatriate Brits. And this is all for Romanians, but they speak English, but you're going through your head, will they get this cultural reference? Do they have this such and such a thing here? So, see how it goes. I'll let you know.
It's hard acoustics. Yeah. It's really hard acoustics. But it's funny when you just speed up and you go and you do your stuff. They go with it. They get it, and you go, oh right, so we don't need to do anything.
I think it's safer to slow down a bit though.
Slow down a bit then, but honestly, I can see you guys, both of you, slow down to explain a little bit, and it's sort of talking to dummies. And then you come to bit and you stop, and woof, they're away, and you go, oh, right. Yeah. So I mean,
as much as anything though, sometimes I find I'm slowing down so I can think of what words to use in case I've got some term that might not be. You know what I mean?
The Romanian guy was flying through. He was flying through.
Yeah. Well, tonight. I mean, this is actually by far the best of the three nights in terms of audience sound.
Oh, sweet.
You say that now, we'll go to be no one there. No, fuck off, there's an interval.
What were you discussing there?
What were we talking about?
Doing a Transylvanian, whether my joke would be treading on Paddy's feet.
What's your joke?
The Transylvanian Alps, that I find it very hard driving there because I never know when to overtake because I can't see them in my mirror.
And what's your bit, Paddy?
My bit's a whole long bit about going...
We'll let the audience decide. We'll do a phone in.
Going up over the mountains and in the snow and the... I did the same joke in Croatia about going for a drive up into the mountains, and you're just going with a local guy.
So you're recycling your Croatian material?
I'm recycling, just changing.
I like eco jokes.
Just changing.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, my carbon footprint on jokes is very low.
So have we settled this, guys? Why don't you play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to do I can't believe they're arguing about who gets to talk about Transylvania.
Please mate, you come over here so I can photograph you, because it'll make a nice photo.
We could just.
I want to sort out the great Transylvanian joke dispute.
And film in the mirror. Look,
Okay,
you can take a photograph.
right, yeah,
See
yeah.
what we've done there now. Look, we're all.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, right.
So I really appreciate.
Oh, my camera's jammed, it won't take. How weird. My camera won't take. My camera won't. My iPhone's broken.
Is it frozen?
So yeah, turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, that's ice too.
Look at you, you go on forever.
Oh yeah.
Infinite Paddy.
I'm trying to get a Pat Monahan. You just go on forever.
Yeah, Paddy does his Pat Monahan impression in the dressing room. He goes on forever. I wouldn't ever say that. But by the time the woman sees my bald patch, I'm going down on her, so it doesn't really matter. I've already got
a result. She's kicking you away.
I'm sure that's someone's material, isn't it? Is that someone's material or is it my material?
Well, I'm broadcasting it, so...
So it's yours.